get this party started. But there's one of you. Two of you. Okay. I appreciate y'all both. All three of y'all. Alright, we got 3 people. That's enough to get started. Today, we are doing what is my favorite drink, the Negroni. Can everybody hear me okay? I know, this is the coolest water bottle ever. I did notice that it bears like a little bit of a resemblance to my tattoo, but I thought that was kind of cool. Not sure if that was planned, but if you did plan it, Nick, as my birthday present, well done. How's the audio on these new AirPods? Today's AirPod day. Got these for the occasion. It's time to upgrade. So yeah, today we're doing my favorite drink of all time, the Negroni. This is a lot of bartenders' favorite drinks. I've done a lot of bartender training meetings. I've done a lot of training other bartenders, and the question always comes up like, what's your favorite cocktail? What's your favorite drink to make? What's your favorite drink to drink? So many bartenders always say it's the Negroni, and for a good reason. And I'll go over all these delicious reasons, hey guy, why the Negroni is so awesome and so popular. So it's simple, it's easy. It's going to be a quick one today, hopefully, but I get a little long-winded, and I'm going to try to avoid that today. So the Negroni has a really cool origin story, right? So everybody likes a cool origin story. We're talking, I don't know, 1500s. I just totally made that up. But back in Italy in like, let's say the 1500s. Thank you. I appreciate the compliments. And so, back in Italy, 1500s, there's a guy that goes by the name of Count Negroni. This guy was Count Negroni of some little region of Italy, and a super popular drink back then was the Americano. Okay, so the Americano was Campari, right here, vermouth, right here, and soda water. So it was like a cocktail. Campari is not very strong, vermouth is not very strong at all either, and you dilute it even further with soda water, and it's delicious. It's absolutely refreshing and tasty, right? But my dude, the Count Negroni, had himself a bad day. And so he went to the bar that he always goes to, and he asked his bartender, can you make me something stronger than an Americano? I need to get a buzz right now. I'm not wasting any time with these stupid Americanos. And the bartender decided that he would substitute the soda water for gin. Like, get right to it, right? Like, soda water, 0 proof alcohol. Little fun facts for the day. Gin, very high proof alcohol. So, that is when the Negroni was born. So, the way they made it then and the way we still make it now is so simple. It's 3 ingredients, equal parts each ingredient, right? And the reason why this drink is so amazing and so awesome is that those 3 components, those 3 ingredients, are all in like perfect balance and harmony with each other. So, for anybody who hasn't had Campari, it's a very bitter, citrus liqueur. Sweet vermouth is basically like a fortified wine, if you never knew what vermouth actually is. It's wine that's fortified with and aromatized with all kinds of aromatics and berries and twigs and roots and herbs and all that kind of stuff to give it a nice profile. And then gin is a botanical spirit, so it's got all kinds of floral notes and citrus notes and vegetable notes, like Hendrick's gin is a cucumber gin, that kind of cool stuff. The comments are very quiet right now, but I need y'all to keep the bitter Italian like you. Kind of stole my joke there. So, I'll get to my good punchline that I came up with. A lot of people ask me.
There's the gabagool.
Yes, right. my catchphrase. I say that for later. A lot of people ask me, when you say that something is bitter, like Campari, or aromatic bitters like Angostura, they always ask me like, well, you say it's bitter, does that mean it's sour? I don't like sour things. So sour and bitter are two different things altogether. So sour, the way I describe that is like, if you were to take a lemon slice and just put it right in your mouth and chew on it, you're gonna like get that, you're gonna make that face, right? It's super sour, it's really tart. But bitter, I describe that as Los Angeles Clippers fans right now. They are super bitter because they thought that they were going to win the championship, but they got bounced out in the semifinals. Like, bitter. Really
like the
bitter.
Mavs.
Easy. There's no Mavs disrespecting this house. So that was my good joke I came up with. But what bitter actually is, right? Instead of taking like the flesh of the lemon and eating that and getting that sour taste, imagine taking a bite of the skin, right? You get that white part underneath the skin. Imagine just chewing on that. Like the bitterness will like totally like zap all the moisture out of your mouth. You have that like really dry flavor in your mouth. That's bitter, right? So if you were just to chew a stick that you found in the backyard, like my dog Bella does every day, that's like a bitter flavor. Okay, so that's the difference, between sour and bitter. That I could put y'all onto something like that. And the reason why so many people sleep on Campari, don't like it, don't like Negronis, don't like Boulevardiers, don't like Campari soda, is because of the bitterness, right? And so the Italians have a saying, little piece of folklore, I guess you could call it, that they say you have to try Campari 3 times before you like it. And then after that 3rd time, you're not going to just like it, you're going to love it. So it's actually kind of true. A lot of people, when I tell them that story, they're like, yeah, that's how it was for me also. So the first time you try Campari, you're like, no, I don't want that. That's really bitter. I don't like it. Whatever that is, no more, please. The second time you try it, maybe a couple months later, somebody has a Campari and soda or a Negroni, and they're like, here, try this. And you try it, and then it's like a little familiar, right? You're like, oh, I remember this. I don't like it, but I remember this. It's not as bad as I thought it was back then, right? And then the 3rd time you try it, you're like, wow, wait a second. This is kind of amazing. And I don't know, not to get too philosophical about life, but that's kind of like everything, right? You're gonna try something new for the first time, and you're gonna hate it. And then you're gonna try it again, and you're like, that's okay. And you try it a 3rd time, and you're like, okay, I kind of like this. I don't know. That's my philosophy lesson for today. This is Philosophy and Cocktails 101. So let's make a Negroni, right? So we can do this. It's gonna be equal parts. It's gonna be a quick one, I'm telling you, really quick. Equal parts, 1 ounce of each. Campari first, because I've had Campari way more than 3 times in my life, and I do like Chelsea when she dated you. Wait, what does that mean? I don't know what that's in reference to. You have to give me a little context. Are you saying Chelsea was bitter? Are you saying I'm bitter? Or what? I'm not sure. So anyway, we've got an ounce of Campari in there. We're going to add
Technically still dating you.
an ounce of gin. We're not dating, we're engaged. There's the difference, I think. And then we're going to add an ounce of sweet vermouth. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if she still likes me, to be honest. I mean, like, it's kind of like a tolerant, she's very tolerant of me. I am an acquired taste that, luckily, 8 of you, a whole whopping 8 of you have acquired a taste for me, so thank you for sticking around this long. Look what we did. We made a Negroni. There it is. What we got here, right? We got really, so Campari actually has a little sweetness to it too, right? So we got really sweet, bitter, citrus liqueur. We've got a very floral, aromatic, botanical gin, and we have a sweet and little tiny bit bitter, syrupy vermouth, right? So again, all these things, they kind of balance each other, they work together in harmony, just like Chelsea and I sometimes. So, what we gotta do next, we gotta ice this sucker up. The reason we ice a cocktail, speaking of ice, Bella, come on up. You gotta say hi to everybody. Come on up. No, there she is. Right. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna ice this. Thank you. That is a little crystal cocktail beaker. If you ever order a kit from Cocktails from Home, you can get a really cool cocktail beaker. You can actually get a cooler cocktail beaker than this one. I found some really nice ones. This one's just kind of average, but I will get y'all some nice cocktail beakers. So when we're gonna stir this, right, we're doing that for a couple reasons. One, we want a cold drink, right? We want an ice cold cocktail. Two, that is all liquor. That is no mixer, no juice, no nothing. So we do want to dilute it a little bit, right? So we take our bar spoon and we stir that up. I always tell people to keep stirring until you can feel some frost on the glass, or you can just tell that the glass is like getting cold, you know, and that's how you know your cocktail is nice and ready. Hi, buddy. Say hi, hello, everybody. Alright, it's getting cold. Hey, everybody, what are y'all watching on Netflix? Come on, hit me in the comments with the Netflix. We're watching Hangover 3. Does anybody have that favorite Hangover movie? Does anybody like any of the Hangover movies except for the first one? Last night we did avocado margaritas for an event. Man, that was awesome. Cobra Kai. Alright, so we can get into shake versus stir. We'll do it real quick. I've covered this a few times, but I like to explain the difference. So when you shake a cocktail, you're gonna bruise the liquor. So the ice is getting all crushed. It's mixing with the liquor, and it's aerating it way more. What we just did is we preserved the integrity of the booze while also cooling it and diluting it a little bit, right? I do need to watch The Social Dilemma. As I am talking to y'all from Instagram, that is, I think that's ironic. I've got a little Collins glass or a rocks glass and one of these big ice cubes. You can get those big ice cube molds on Amazon.com or for one of our custom kits from www.cocktailsfromhome.com. So check it out, we're just gonna pour this beautiful colored, deliciously aromatic, sweet, bitter, strong as hell Negroni right over the top. I think I've created a Negroni fan right here. Hi, buddy. Cobra Kai was awesome. Season 2, it fell off a little bit for me. I thought, like, I've never seen High School Musical, but I feel like what I do know of High School Musical, if you replace the singing and dancing with karate, I feel like that was season 2 of Cobra Kai. Like, it was pretty dramatic. I don't know. But, what are we gonna do next, right? Classic garnish for your Negroni is an orange peel, right? So you kind of try to get a good, wide orange peel here. And today's theme, we're playing with fire, right? So I have a lighter here. There's all these essential oils in the skin of an orange that when you squeeze it, they spray out. So if you put a flame in front of that, you are going to light up all those oils. And it gives a really cool aromatic feel to it. So let's see if I can do this. Let's see if it even shows up on camera, if I can do it. There we go, that's pretty cool. And you do it right into the drink, right? Because all that's lit up and in there. And then we're gonna use this as a twist, right? So then this will also supply some aromatics every time you take a nice sip. And that can just rest on the glass like so. And that's a Negroni with a flamed orange peel. But I am not done there. I have a major shout out right now. So last time we did Instagram Live, we did it with what the heck was it? Margarita Monday. And I asked everybody, I said, well, what do y'all want to see next? Like, what kind of drinks do y'all want to see? And everybody in the comments was like, do a smoked old fashioned, do a smoked this, do a smoked that. So, major shout outs to my cousin Andrew Abate and Mark Temple, who's not blood family, but basically you're like another cousin to me. They came through this friggin' contraption smokes food and cocktails. Now, of all the things I may or may have not smoked, I've never smoked a Negroni. So we are gonna smoke this Negroni. Now this is all happening, respect, absolutely respect to you guys. Super stoked to try this because I've been so busy, I didn't even give this like a test run. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna smoke this Negroni. There's a button that I push, right? This I filled with Applewood smoking chips, okay? And I'm gonna push this button and I'm gonna light this. And we're gonna see if it blows smoke in through here and traps in there. Alright. This feels like drugs. Holy crap, it's working. Holy crap. It's working. That's so cool. Chelsea, you gotta get a video of this.
You're gonna get one less follower.
Oh. Damn, down to 7 people. There it is. We've got a smoked, it smells so cool in here. That is awesome. I'm already coming up with many different uses for this in my mind that don't involve Applewood smoking chips, but hey. So I did a little research. We're gonna let this go for like a minute and kind of sit in the smoke, right? That's so dope. I'm like super stoked about this. I'm stoked to smoke. I don't know. That's totally lame. I apologize. So while this kind of smokes out in there, tell me in the comments all about your day. How's your weekend going, everybody? Is everybody having a fun time? You can't even see the drink in there, right? Because it's just full of smoke. That's really cool. Man, these comments. How about this? If you don't like gin and you want to try a Negroni, you can, if you're a whiskey drinker, you can substitute whiskey for the gin, and that will be, that's what they call a Boulevardier. So, Campari, gin, whiskey, Boulevardier, Campari, gin, vermouth, Campari, vermouth, whiskey, Boulevardier. Campari, vermouth, and gin is a Negroni. There's all different kinds of ways that you can make Negronis and stuff like that. Chelsea once bought me a book on how to make Negronis, and it has like 100 different recipes in there. It's super cool. We haven't really gotten to make too many of them, but there's some stuff in there that I really want to try. Is what worth trying or no? I'm not sure.
Everything, man.
Everything, man. You just made s'mores? Like you literally just made s'mores? Because that's awesome. We're going camping in a couple weeks, and I'm excited to make s'mores. So whoever just joined us right now, you got here just in time, because here comes the grand reveal. Well, that was awesome. And I'm gonna put this orange peel back on there. Boulevardiers, absolutely, they're amazing. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Nylander, I love you, man. Be safe up there. Anybody who's dealing with any kind of wildfires or anything like that, please be safe. I haven't had a Negroni in well over a year. To those who don't know, I had to give up the sauce, but I will be having a sip of this one because this sounds amazing. So, cheers, everybody. Yeah, that's incredible. Chelsea's pointing me to the comments, but I don't see what comments she's talking about.
The boulevardiers are absolutely worth trying.
Yeah, boulevardiers are incredible.
I
Chelsea,
went through a long boulevardier
that Negroni is all
street.
yours. You get really the smoke on the nose. Good. Take a Negroni. And you don't get the flavor too much. Now Bella's gonna get some here.
Wow.
That's cool, right?
That is amazing.
That's my all-time favorite drink.
Wow.
Ever.
Yes.
Is a Negroni now.
Oh my god, I love that smoked
A
flavor.
smoked Negroni. Yeah, the smokiness
I love
is really cool. What else y'all watching on Netflix? I'm just gonna call this one over unless anybody has any fun comments to make or wants to talk about anything. Like how the Los Angeles Clippers are golfing right now because they got beat by the Nuggets. That was my favorite thing that happened all week. But yeah. So that's a Negroni. That is, I definitely recommend giving it a try.
And boulevardiers.
And a Boulevardier and an Americano, like Campari, vermouth, and soda, or just Campari and soda with like a little orange wedge squeezed in there. Ooh, love that stuff. It's amazing. You're awesome, dude. I'm gonna sign out. Let y'all enjoy our Saturday nights. We're gonna watch. I don't know what we're gonna watch. I want to start. What's that? Yellowstone. I
Yeah.
heard good things about that. That's on my list to start. Yeah, y'all should get a smoker because it smells really cool in here right now too. And we gotta try this with some food. I'm gonna get like Jersey Mike's cheesesteaks and I'm gonna smoke them. I'm gonna smoke everything I can possibly smoke and go from there. Social Dilemma, that's the second time you recommended that one. That's gotta be a big one. All right, I'm on it. Andrew, Mark, thanks again for the smoker. Super cool. Boulevardiers, Negronis, Americanos, Campari soda. Just buy a bottle of Campari and drink it till you love it, and you'll thank me. And that's the gabagool.